Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a melt and pour soap, and it's a creamy espresso coffee soap. This is the end result. You'll see there's little coffee grounds throughout that I'm going to be adding later on into the soap as you follow along. But melt and pour is just really easy to do. Anybody can do it. It's simple and it's quick. I mean, you can make it. It's all done in an hour, and let it sit and dry and cut it and you got soap. Or in my particular case, I do it overnight and the following day you can cut it and you're done. Melt and pour is a whole lot easier than a cold process soap. I have a couple of samples of some cold process soap that I have left over. It takes 5 to 6 weeks to cure, so if you need soap in an instant, that's not your answer. And you have to work with lye, and lye is not, you got to use some safety precautions with it. You got to wear gloves and goggles and be careful because it is toxic. This one is an oatmeal soap that smells delicious, very soft and good for your skin. This one I just put in little cupcake thingies, and it's for babies, so it's unscented. It's all natural products that I use in everything. And this is an Himalayan salt bar, which is very nice on your skin as well. You can use any mold that you like these I've used for the oatmeal. What you do is pretty much have two halves and then put them together and you got one big bar. But you can do it any which way you want. You can design your own, create your own. In this case, I used one of these. It's a silicone thing. You pop it out, loosen the edges, and the bar comes all out, and then you cut it to any size that you like. You have either crinkle cutters that gives you that nice rigidity edge on the sides if you like that, or a straight cutter. Either way, looks fine, whatever you like. I also use this one when it just comes out of the mold, to smooth the edges out. When it's rough, when it comes straight out and there's extra, it needs to be smoothed out, and you can do that with this or with a butter knife. This is what is my infrared thermometer. It's from Etekcity, and it's just so much easier than any other thermometer. All you do is point it at it and it gives you the temperature. So it is worth the investment, believe me, if you're using it on a semi-regular basis. This is also from Etekcity. It is my kitchen scale, completely digital, so it's also very easy to use. I love it. Then you need a little isopropyl alcohol to get rid of the bubbles on top of the soap. And then I have my Pyrex bowl, and then a cutting knife and a cutting board, and that's about it for supplies that you need. The reason why I made this particular soap is my daughter had her 10th anniversary about a month or two ago, and I made all the gifts for all the guests. So thinking of what I could do, I decided to make soap for everybody. So obviously doing the cold press would take too long, couldn't do that, so I did the melt and pour for 80 people. So 80 bars of soap I made. So the first batch I ordered from Brambleberry. By the way, all the credits go to Brambleberry and to the Soap Queen. That's where I got the recipe from. And I'll post the recipe on the bottom later on. Just remember, if you want to do the same amount as I did, you need to double the recipe. Anyway, so the first batch all came from Brambleberry, and then I realized I didn't have enough. The only thing with Brambleberry is that their delivery takes a little time, so I didn't have enough time to do that. So I wound up going to Amazon, and I used a company called Our Earth's Secret, and I got their goat milk soap melt and pour from them. Also a lovely product, absolutely just as good as the Brambleberry one, so it was no problem. It's never completely organic because there's stuff in there that you need to use for soaps, but they are all natural what I've used. If you punch in organic melt and pour soap, you'll either get to Brambleberry or you'll get to this product, Our Earth's Secret. So either is lovely, and I am absolutely fine with using it. It's good for your skin, and that's it. So now follow me along and I'll show you how to do it. So first of all, collect all the things you're going to be using for this. You have your melt and pour soap. I use a goat milk soap. I have a digital kitchen scale, I have an infrared digital thermometer, my molds, I have a knife, and my oils and coffee grinds that I'm going to be using. I'm going to cut the entire soap into small pieces and put them in a big Pyrex glass bowl, and then put them in the microwave and heat it up in 20 to 30 second intervals. You don't want to burn the soap and just leave it in too long, so do it at 20-30 seconds intervals. Take it out, mix it up until it's completely melted. I keep on checking the temperature. It goes up quite high. It can go up to 170, 180, and that's just fine. But just keep on going, mixing it and heating it up until it's melted. It takes a little while. And there it is. It's all melted. I'm ready to start pouring my ingredients into it now. And first of all, I'm going to be using the Coffe Seed Oil. And there it is, Coffe Seed Oil. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. I've doubled the recipe from the original one. I'll post it below and just double everything from there. So this is the 2 teaspoons of Coffe Seed Oil. And then we're going to add Espresso Fragrance Oil. And man, does that smell good. Here's the Espresso Fragrance Oil, and that's 2 tablespoons. Then you're going to add the vanilla color stabilizer, and that's also 2 tablespoons. You're going to see my coffee grinds in a second, but we're going to wait with adding that because the temperature of the soap is still too hot at this point. It has to be below 120, so don't add that quite yet. So I keep on mixing my bowl and checking the temperature until it's ready. So I can pour this in the base now, just not the coffee grinds quite yet. So I thought I had enough for 2 bases, but it's enough for only 1. So I'm pouring it in 1 mold. There it is. And I keep on mixing it. You may get a little bit of a film on it, and just keep on mixing it. I keep on checking the temperature until I'm finally at below 120, and then I can add my coffee grounds, and that will be also 2 teaspoonfuls of coffee grinds. There it is. Mix it very gently in there. Some of it will go to the bottom, some of it will float to the middle, and some will stay on top. Just be very gentle and don't over mix it. There it is. Looks good and not over mixed. By the way, all credits go to the Soap Queen and Brambleberry. That's where I got my recipe from and the ingredients. I spray the top with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol to get rid of any bubbles that might form on top. So at this point you're ready to let it sit and harden, and that could be a few hours, or in my case I just let it sit overnight. And there it is, morning time, and it's ready to come off. Silicone molds come off very easily. Just remove the sides, flip it over, and take it off. There it is, 1 large bar. The edges are going to be a little bit rough, so they need to be cleaned up. You can use like a butter knife, or like this cutting knife that I have here that is flat on the bottom. I just smooth the edges out until it's completely nice and smooth on all ends. You don't want it like this. That doesn't look good or professional. There it is. Looks very good now. And I'm ready to start cutting it. Nice smooth bar. I cut it in relatively large pieces just because I like it. That's my personal preference, but you can do it any which way you want. And you can use that wavy cutting tool or the smooth one. I like the smooth one. So you can see here that the coffee grinds are very nicely mixed throughout the soap. It's not in one particular place. So you can wrap it in a pretty paper, or like I did in burlap with a piece of twine all around it, whatever way you like it. But that's how it came out, and it smells delicious. Your friends are gonna love it. And that's the extent of making a melt and pour soap. There are so many different recipes that you can use, and I hope if you have any you can share it with me, because I'm always on the lookout for another recipe. Either way, this particular soap came out incredible. It's great in the shower and it smells unbelievable. You just want to eat it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Please push the like button and subscribe below. My next video will be on facial products that I use on my face, and all natural and or organic stuff that I like to use. And I hope you'll watch that one. See you soon. Bye.